I think the muse just came from the music I like is being made again, you know? So like there was a time like when the sort of Boldy James, Griselda-esque music was not cool. It wasn't that like, you know, I don't it wasn't until Rock Marciano did Macberg, you know? Like
Yeah.
that was it. That was like the first time that like in a while there was like an underground rap record that was fucking cool, you know, that didn't seem backpacky. I don't want to get hate, but that's just like
No, I mean, I'll get more hate that I don't care. Like, all right, so
yeah,
I'm 25 years old. I was born
yeah,
in 97.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
never got that like mass exodus of rap because I came up listening to
yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah,
And, like,
and yes,
I
yeah,
enjoy it all. Like, I'm a fan. So it's funny. I hear that so much of like hip hop was never like it left and came back.
yeah, like it, you know, like after 96, like gangster rap and the Puffy, like that whole era, you know, then you had Nelly and like all these like rap became bigger and more commercial. And while that was happening, there was the underground stuff, and you had Def Jux and Anti-Con and all that stuff kind of going on at the same time. And I was totally not into that stuff. I'd go in and out and be like, oh, MF Doom. I love MF Doom. Like KMD, like I'm in. But like I was also listening to like electronic music and like alternative music. Anything that was still like kind of underground, you know, like, but I still loved like the Radioheads of the world, but they made weird albums. Bjork, they didn't make like they were popular and they're huge bands, but they didn't make like, you know, they're not like the Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Yeah.
you know.
But do you care about that?
Uh I did when I was younger, I care less now.
Because you say you want to be able to hit up any artist you'd like, but like
Yeah,
you
I
have
don't think
you
I'm
have
not
Marcy on a project. You have three Boldy James
yeah,
projects.
yeah, yeah, but I
Like,
meant like yeah, like yes. Um I don't think it matters if the music is popular, but like back then, like, you know, you're younger than me. Like the
mhm.
having to find stuff was always fun. Discovering something new, which like, you know, I like doing that now. It's just a different thing. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you search a name on Spotify. That's how you discover something new. But back then, you'd be in a record store and you'd be like, what is this? This record that's on this weird label and it's from England? Like, there wasn't like a way to Google it. You'd have to take the chance. And if you came home and the record was dope, you'd like I'd get really excited. Oh, I found something new. Like now it's a little different, you know.
It totally is. It totally
So
is. I
it's
remember.
easier to find new music now.
Do you think it's easier for artists?
No, I think it's easier for the consumer. I think there's a lot out there. I think you can get lost. You can get lost in the sea. Sea is very big. I think with everything, with TV, with film, maybe not with film because there's still movie theaters, but like, you know, on TV, there's so many choices. Like there are TV shows out there that people I'll hear about and I'll be like, I've never heard of that show. And they're
Yeah.
like, it's the most popular show on this. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know any of the people. I don't know the show, you know, and I think there's a lot of that with music. Like I have my daughter's almost 14 and she'll play song like she'll, you know, can I play songs? She'll play songs that are kind of cool, that are cool, not even kind of cool, they're cool, of bands I've never heard of. And I'll be like, how did you find this? You know, and I'll look and they'll have like millions and millions of streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
And back in the days, if there was a band that had, you know, millions and millions of fans, you'd know about them. But now there's so much out there and everyone's on streaming. You could be a band that like is is popular and tours and makes money, but like below the radar of like most people.
I try, and that's what the underground is like.
Yeah.
It's so I'm a stand-up comedian first.
Yeah.
That's my like main
Yeah.
thing. And then with the podcast, that's if someone asked me from the comedy world, like, hey, like what type of people do you interview?
Yeah.
6 out of 10 people, 7 out of 10 people aren't gonna know who Griselda are, aren't
Yeah,
gonna
of
know,
course. I would
it's
say 8 out of 10 won't know who they are.
exactly. But to some people, that's the top of
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
that is. It is very
Yeah.
strange.